So let's move on. We've got the whole white face solved, all right, with all the colors matching up here on the edges. So we're ready to do the next step. We're ready to go on. The next step is going to be to solve the middle layer. Okay, first we solve the white layer, which is on the bottom, and then the next step is going to be to solve the middle layer. This middle layer really is only 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, the center pieces here are fixed, so we really only have to put 4 pieces here in their correct spots in this middle edge piece here. Pardon me. And here's how we're going to do that. We're going to look at the top layer, which is the yellow layer, always keeping yellow on top and white on bottom. We're going to look at the top layer, the yellow layer, for pieces that have no yellow in them. Okay? Any piece with a yellow in it is ultimately going to end up on top, so we don't want to work with those pieces. We only want to work with edge pieces that have no yellow. Okay? So let's look for edge pieces on the top that have no yellow. This one has no yellow. See how it's green-red? This one does have yellow. It's yellow-blue, so we're going to ignore that piece. This piece has no yellow. It's orange-blue. That's good. This piece has no yellow. That's green-orange. So of the 3 pieces that are currently on the top layer, only one of them has yellow. That's great. That means we can use any of the other 3. So let's go ahead and begin to place these. All right, we can pick any one we want. I'm going to start with this one, green-orange. I just picked that one at random. Okay, green-orange. So this is what we're going to do. We'll hold the green-orange piece so that it's nearest us, like this. Hold the upper layer still so it doesn't move. Then rotate the lower 2 layers of the cube together until the center piece here matches in color with the color here. Okay? So here green matches green, so that's correctly lined up, orange on top. And now we're going to place this piece, and there's a specific sequence of moves. Whether we do the move with our right hand or we do its mirror image with the left hand is going to depend on this. We look at the color on top here and we see, does it match on this side? Does it match that centerpiece? Or does it match this centerpiece? And I look at it and it's orange. This side is red. This side is orange. So it matches the centerpiece on the right hand. So I'm going to do this sequence of moves starting with the right hand. And this is the sequence of moves. We move orange away from orange because it's on the right hand. I'm going to use my right finger. I move the upper layer like that. I rotate it by using my right trigger finger. Okay? 1. That's the first move. Then I'm going to do the move that we refer to as triggers, or the sexy move, some people call it that. And the way it works is this. Right up, right trigger finger. Right down, left trigger finger. That sequence of moves has put our corner piece here. As we turn the cube now, if you remember from our previous lesson on how to place corner pieces, it's already in the correct location to place a corner. And so by doing the corner move, it puts that corner back, and notice what it did this time. It brought that edge piece down with it. Okay, it brought the edge piece down with it. If you didn't catch it, all the different parts and how it all came together, don't worry, we're going to do it several more times. I just wanted to show how it worked. Pardon me. So let's look at it again. We'll do it again. Here's another piece. This is blue-orange. So I'm going to place blue-orange. I'm going to rotate the bottom of the cube until blue matches blue. Now I'm going to look at the piece and I see that orange, here's red and here's orange. See, now orange matches this side. It's on the left-hand side. So we're going to do the same sequence of moves, only their mirror image. We'll do their mirror image, which is with the left hand. So here we go. I'm going to move the top layer with my left trigger finger. I'm going to move orange away from orange. Then I'm going to do the trigger move, which is left up, left trigger finger, left down, right trigger finger. Okay? That's the trigger move. I observe, see, if you've gotten used to the move that we learned, the step that we learned previous to this one, you'll see now you just recognize this white sticker. You know what you need to do. You place it on the right hand side so that you can do the corner move. It's already matching, guaranteed to match every time. It'll match right here. And why does, now remember, if we do the trigger move, it'll match these pieces up and it'll insert them both simultaneously like it did before over here. Why does it do that? Let's look. Because having done the sequences the way we've done it, that edge piece is right here. And as I do the trigger move, watch them, see how they match up? And then they come down together like that. So by having done this sequence the way we have, move it over first and then do triggers and then reinsert it like that, it pairs them up so that they get inserted together. Okay? Let's do it again. Here's red, green. Okay, so I'm going to hold the top layer still. I rotate the lower two layers until red matches red. I look. This is blue. This is green. Green matches green on the right hand side. So I'm going to use the right hand to begin the sequence this time. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start by moving green away from green with the right trigger finger. Now I'm going to do the triggers. The move is called triggers. And it's going to be right up, right trigger finger, right down, left trigger finger. And here we recognize our white piece there. We know from step 3 that we've already learned how to do the corner move to insert the corner. And when we do that, this green and that green are going to get matched up and those pieces will get inserted together at the same time. Here we go. See that? See how they got matched up together? Okay. So now we've got one more piece we need to insert right here. It's red, blue, and there they are. Red and blue together like that. So match red to red. Here's blue on the left hand side. Here's green on this side. So because blue matches blue here, I'm going to use my left finger to begin the sequence. I use my left trigger finger to move blue away from blue, and I'm going to do the move that's called triggers. I'm going to go left up, left trigger, left down, right trigger. There's my edge piece, my corner piece, my white corner piece. I set it up to do the corner move the way we learned in step 3. It's already matching. It's guaranteed to match here. Here's that piece. These two are going to end up getting, when I do the corner move, those two are going to end up getting inserted together like that. And I've solved all of those edges. So let's look at some special conditions that can arise when trying to solve these edge pieces like this. Okay, we're going to start. None of them are solved at this point. I've messed the cube up so that I can demonstrate these particular moves. Here's a situation where we look at the yellow layer, the top layer, right? And we observe that this has yellow in it, this has yellow, this has yellow, and so does this one. All 4 pieces on the top have yellow in them. But my middle layer here is not solved. We've got various problems. What do I do? Okay? Often when you're solving the cube, you may only have one piece on the top that has no yellow in it. But as you insert that piece, it bumps another piece to the top, and then you insert that piece and it bumps another piece to the top, and you insert that piece and it bumps another piece to the top, and you just keep going, and you find that you never run into this problem. But you may run into it the way we have here, where all 4 of them are messed up and none of them are on the top. And then it could be anywhere in between. You could insert a couple and then run into this problem. But in this case, I've specifically set it up so that all 4 of these pieces have this problem. So we can see how to solve this, okay? In this case, red-green, the red-green edge piece is where red-blue ought to go. See, this ought to be red-blue, but it's red-green. And red-blue is where red-green ought to be. So this piece should be here, and this piece should be there. Okay? Also, this piece, green-orange, is in the correct location. It's just flipped. And also, blue-orange is in the correct location. It's just flipped. So we're going to learn how to solve all of these cases. We're going to start, you can just pick any one of these, but I'm going to start with red-green here. Okay? What can I do? Well, if I get this piece out of this spot and put it on the top layer, then I can insert it where it needs to go. When it gets inserted here, it will bump this piece to the top layer, and I can insert it where it needs to go. So that's easy enough. Okay? Let's start by learning how to dislodge this piece from where it goes. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the triggers move. Okay? We're just going to do the triggers move as we've learned before, beginning with the right hand. Okay? What that will do is it will allow us to, well, you'll see. So let's get started. We do the triggers move, right up, right trigger finger, right down, left trigger finger. And you can see that that's put this corner back in a position where we can insert it. Let's just go ahead and insert it. We're going to do the corner move to insert it. And now, you'll notice that the edge piece that was here is no longer here. Now it's up on the top somewhere. Okay? Now we can insert it where it needs to go. Let's find it. Here it is. Red, green. Okay? We line those two pieces up like that. And now I should be able to insert this normally, right? And it'll go here. Okay? It's red, green, so we know it's going to end up there. Okay? Green on top, green on the side. So I'm going to do the sequence of moves that we just learned earlier in this very video for inserting that piece there. Because it's on the right hand side, I'm going to use my right hand. And I'm going to go right trigger finger. Then I'm going to do the move that we call triggers. Right up, right trigger finger. Right down, left trigger finger. There's our corner piece. And it's already matched up and ready to insert. And at the same time we insert it, it will pair these up and it will insert them together. Here we go. Corner move. And there it is. It inserted it. Now, there was a piece here that we didn't like. We didn't want it here. That piece has been bumped up to the top. Okay? We just find it. Where is it? And there it is. All right, now we can insert this piece where it belongs. Okay, so we're going to match up blue and red. Okay? And we should be able to insert this piece normally where it goes. Here's red on this side, red on the top. Because it's on the right hand side, I should be able to begin with my right trigger finger. Red goes away from red. Then I'm going to do the move that's called triggers. I'm going to do it with my right hand. Right up, right trigger finger. Left down, left trigger finger. And this puts that corner piece up on the top like that. In the course of doing the corner move that we already know how to do, this piece and that piece will get matched up with each other and they'll get inserted simultaneously. There they are. All I have to do is the corner move. We already know it. So, pardon me. So we've done those two pieces. That's what you do when two pieces are in each other's place and you need to bump one out and then insert it and it'll bump the other out and you insert it. Here we have a little bit different situation. This piece will come out onto the top and it'll come back into the very same spot where it is now. So it won't have any effect on this piece over here. We basically just have to do these two pieces independently from each other, one at a time. All right, we'll start with this one. To get it out, I'm just going to do the move that we call triggers. Okay? Right up, right trigger finger. Right down, left trigger finger. Then I'm going to do the corner move to insert this corner back in its place. And the piece that was here is now on the top layer. So we're going to find it and reinsert it. Okay, here it is, orange, green. We rotate it until they match up. Here's orange. It does not match red. Orange matches orange. So I know I'm going to use my right hand. I use my right trigger finger to push orange away from orange. And I'm going to do the move triggers, and I'm going to do it with my right hand. Right up, right trigger finger. Right down, left trigger finger. Here's our corner piece. Orange matches up with orange. Here's our other orange right there. So I know that when I do the trigger move, it's going to match these two pieces up and insert them together. Okay, that's the corner move. We've done that now many times. Okay, and we have one final piece. There it is right there. And I'm going to do the same thing to get it out. I'm going to begin by doing triggers. I put it on the right hand side, and I'm going to do triggers with the right hand to get it out. Right up, right trigger finger. Right down, left trigger finger. And now, as I look at that, I can see these match. Okay, so I insert it. But this time as I insert it, instead of dragging this piece with it, it just leaves it on the top layer, which is what I need to do so that I can reinsert it correctly. Okay? Here it is, blue-orange. Rotate the cube, so that orange pieces match. Blue matches blue on the right hand side, so I'm going to do the move with the right hand. It's just luck. It could have been left hand side. It just turned out that it happened to work out this way, but I could have done all these with my left hand if that had been how it had happened. So here we go. I'm going to do the move with my right hand. Blue away from blue with the trigger finger. Then I'm going to do the move called triggers. Right, up, right trigger finger. Right, down, left trigger finger. There's the piece right there. As I insert it this time, this piece will match that piece. And I do the corner move, and it brings them both down together. And there we are. We've fixed those problems that were associated with the middle layer. I've realized during looking at my these earlier steps in this video that most of the moves have been with the right hand, and I think that's just because I'm right-handed, and the pattern that I use to mess up the cube I think sets me up to solve it right-handed. So I've specifically set it up so these will be done left-handed. I just want to show what they look like left-handed. I'm going to go through one more time and solve middle pieces. Okay? Here we have orange-green. It's already set up for me. It already matches. In this case, green matches green on the left-hand side, so I'm going to do those moves that we've learned beginning with the left hand. Okay? Left hand moves green away from green. I'm going to do triggers with the left hand here, and it's left up, left trigger finger, left down, right trigger finger. That sets this corner piece in place so that when I do the corner move it will insert it, and it will grab that edge piece that it matches with, and they'll be inserted together. Okay? So I'll look for one more. Here's blue-orange. Orange matches orange on the left-hand side, so I'm going to do the move with the left hand. I use my left finger to push orange away from orange. I'm going to do the move called triggers, but I'm going to do it with the left hand. Left up, left trigger, left down, right trigger. There's my corner piece right there. I do the corner move to insert it, and you can see that it brings that piece down with it. Okay? Do it one more time. Here, a couple more times. Oh no, one more time. Orange and blue, pardon me, red and blue. So I match up red and blue, red and red. There's red matching its red centerpiece. Here's blue right here. Blue matches blue this way. Okay, it's on the left-hand side. So I'm going to do the move starting with the left hand. Left trigger finger moves blue away from blue. I'm going to do the move called triggers. I'm going to do it with the left-hand side. Left up, left trigger finger, left down, right trigger finger. Okay? That piece is now in its orientation so that doing the corner move with the right hand will insert it. There it is, correctly inserted. Oh no, I do have one more. Okay, got one more to go. Green, red. Rotate the cube so that green and red match. Red is on the left side, orange is on the right, so I'm going to use my left. Because it matches on the left, I'm going to do the sequence of moves with the left. Move red away from red with the left finger. Left hand triggers move. Left up, left trigger finger. Left down, right trigger finger. That puts this corner in place to be inserted using the corner move. And now all of those match up. So I know there was only one or two times when I inserted those edge pieces using the left, and I just wanted to demonstrate. Most of them were right-handed, so I wanted to demonstrate what that looks like with the left. Anyway, so there we go. That's, I think, all the possible scenarios you could run into when placing those middle edge pieces, and now we've solved the first and the second layer.